Hello everyone, PS from PS Invest Plays here today. Since its IPO in September 2020, Unity software stock has risen more than 250%. 2021 has been a roller coaster ride, where it lost 48% at one point and then made an all-time high in November after Metaverse news. Has the stock peaked? Or can we expect higher stock price in 2021 and beyond? In this video, we will understand its business, its financials, its future growth outlook, and review its chart using Elliott Wave to see how we can make money. So, stick around. I think you'll like what I have in store for you today. Unity Software, ticker U. Unity Software is an American company based in San Francisco that provides a development engine, visual assets, and support services that make it easy for users to create digital experiences. Unity specializes in content development. Its software allows clients to build, deploy, and monetize real-time 2D and 3D applications across more than 20 different platforms, including iOS, Android, and all major gaming consoles. That's a big deal because developers have traditionally built content creation tools from scratch, a costly and time-consuming process, and those tools often worked on a per-platform basis, meaning content had to be recoded for each device. It is also called Shopify of gaming industry. Like Shopify, which allows developers to create e-commerce websites without heavy coding work, Unity facilitates game development process. The games developed on Unity platform were downloaded 5 billion times each month in 2020. While these games have about 2.7 billion monthly active end users. Unity's approach, build it once and deploy it everywhere, makes the process more efficient. And that value proposition has helped Unity become a dominant force in the gaming industry. 71% of the top 1,000 mobile games were made with Unity software, and 94 of the top 100 development studios are Unity customers. However, its ability to generate revenue doesn't end with content creation. Unity also provides tools that help developers monetize their games through digital ads and in-app purchases. In this scenario, the company makes money through a revenue sharing model, meaning it benefits as the games on its platform become more successful. That should make its business less cyclical than the typical gaming company. The company has three main segments: Create, Operate, and Strategic Partnerships. Create solutions generate revenues via subscription-based business model. It allows users to create real-time 2D or 3D content. The segment represented 30% of revenues in 2020. The Operate Solutions segment helps consumers to grow their end user base and monetize the existing client base via ads or in-app purchases. It offers multiplayer hosting solutions and supports voice chat between players. The segment generates revenue by taking revenue share from developers. Unity takes 5% revenue share from developers as soon as they exceed a revenue threshold determined initially. This allows the company to grow revenues as long as developers succeed and grow the engagement into their games. The Operate Solutions is available even to those developers who created their games using other game development platforms. This is a higher margin business and represented 61% of total sales of the company. Currently, almost 90% of Unity revenues come from gaming industry. but the management is inclined to expand services in other industries also. In Q2 2021, the company added 3 new automotive manufacturer clients. At the same time, Unity started to cooperate with an eyewear manufacturer and with an appliance manufacturer. In Q2 2021, the company acquired Metaverse Technologies Inc. The acquired company is providing 3D preparation and optimization software. It will help professional creators to easily import 3D data into Unity platform and optimize models. In July 2021, Unity has acquired Interactive Data Visualization Inc., which is popular with its Speed Tree Environment Creation Suite. The acquisition enables Unity users to get more advanced environment creation tools, which can help the company to expand its services in automotive and architecture fields. In November 2021, Unity said it plans to acquire the tools and technology of visual effects company Vida Digital for $1.63 billion in cash and stock, while reporting $755 million in cash and cash equivalents on hand at the end of Q3. It is worth noting that Unity is not adding debt for this acquisition. It is a good strategic buy that should propel future growth. The switching costs for Unity clients are substantial as they spend lots of time to learn to use the platform. The company gives 750 hours of video courses for free to its users. The 750-hour study program indicates that huge efforts and time is required to fully master the platform. So if a user decides to switch from the platform to another platform, then they need to dispose months to master other platforms, or they need to invest heavily to build their own infrastructure. That is why the company achieves high consumer loyalty and continuously increases its consumer base. The number of consumers spending $100K on the platform was 600 in Q4 2019, while the number increased to 793 in Q4 2020, recording 32.2% growth year over year. The dollar-based net expansion rate was above 125% level in 2019 to 2020 period, recording 138% level in Q4 2020. Unity has good growth prospects in its current business, but its growth can truly explode with the metaverse, as the company has a leading platform for real-time 3D content that is used in AR, VR devices. It can benefit immensely from the development of the metaverse. Metaverse is still in its infancy, but has a lot of potential to change our lives. The metaverse can be seen as the Internet 2.0, where people will get a sense of being part of a virtual world and can be quite disruptive from what is today the Internet. The metaverse is a virtual environment where people can be together in digital spaces, where people can be embodied rather than just looking at it. A critical technology to achieve this is AR, VR, which enable people to hang out, play games, work, and more in an immersive game-like world. The metaverse has the potential to be a disruptive technology that will change the way we connect ourselves today, creating vast opportunities for several companies to profit from this creation. Indeed, the metaverse is not expected to be developed solely by one company, but rather a technology that is built through collaboration of different skills. Companies like Unity or NVIDIA, which have a strong graphic capabilities, should play a critical role in the development of the metaverse. The same way that companies have web pages nowadays on the internet, in the future these firms will have a real-time presence in the metaverse. This digital world should spark a new economy as it can potentially be used by billions of people and create a lot of opportunities for businesses to make money on the metaverse, as the total addressable market will be huge. This should also create a lot of demand for Unity's software to create digital worlds of pretty much everything you can imagine. This will take time to develop and is not expected to be mainstream over the next few years. But over the long term, the potential is enormous, and Unity is one of the companies that will certainly benefit from this disruptive technology. Regarding its financial performance, Unity's history is quite good, even though this is a company in a very early growth phase, and unsurprisingly, it is still not making money. However, its revenue growth has been quite good over the past couple of years, reporting annual revenue growth above 40%. Its revenues amounted to $772 million in 2020, more than double its 2018 level. During the first 6 months of 2021, Unity maintained a good momentum with revenue of $274 million in Q2 2021, surpassing $1 billion annual revenue run rate for the first time. Its revenues increased by 48% year over year in the past quarter, showing that Unity's growth is not slowing down. For the full year, Unity expects annual revenues to be slightly higher than $1 billion, which implies annual revenue growth of about 37% year over year. Its gross margin was 81%, an improvement of 300 basis points compared to the same quarter of 2020. And over the long term, the company expects gross margin to be above 70%. Its non-GAAP operating loss was $3.2 million in the quarter. Going forward, Unity is expected to maintain strong revenue growth around 30% year over year during the next 4 years. But when it will reach break-even is quite uncertain and most likely will not happen in the next 2 to 3 years, as the company will continue to invest significantly on research and development. Regarding its balance sheet, Unity has a solid position due to its cash raised in its IPO last year, which is enough to finance its operations over the next few years. At the end of June 2021, Unity had a net cash position of about $1.5 billion, which seems comfortable to cover near-term cash burn and do some small acquisitions without raising new equity, at least in the next 2 to 3 years. Looking at the financials for Unity software, revenue, gross profit, EBITDA, net income, EPS, or earnings per share as of Q2 2021 are excellent. For Q3 2021, Unity reported revenue of $286.3 million, up 43% year over year. Create Solutions segment revenue grew 34% year over year. Operate Solutions segment revenue grew 54% year over year. Strategic Partnerships and other segment revenue saw a slight decline of 3% year over year. Customers generating more than 100,000 of revenue in the trailing 12 months reached 973, up from 739 in the year prior. Dollar-based net expansion rate came in at 142%, down from 144% 1 year earlier. As for the full year, Unity now expects to grow revenue by 40%, which is a big increase from the start of the year, when it was expecting growth closer to 20%. Unity is a high growth company, and its prospects are quite good in its existing business, boosted by gaming and other applications of real-time 3D content. This by itself is already quite interesting, but the potential of the metaverse can be truly game-changing and can help Unity's growth become exponential. However, you should be aware that this may take some time to happen. So Unity is clearly an investment for long-term investors that believe the metaverse will become reality over the next 5 to 10 years. Still, Unity continues to double down and invest to create the go-to platform for content creators. Also, it's clearly resonating very strongly with its $3.4 billion monthly active users, and its customer net expansion rate of 142% demonstrates that its land and expand strategy is highly successful. At this point, Unity's valuation seems to be fair at 33x revenues, considering its annual revenue growth profile. Therefore, I would recommend that you should consider the current price and any further pullbacks as an appropriate level to add exposure. This is also indicative in the charts, where I see the stock price to increase considerably in the next 4 to 5 years. Now, let's take a look at the chart for Unity software. Sorry for the interruption, but I wanted to take a moment to remind you that if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. With that said, let's get back to our analysis. Looking at the chart for Unity, the bull run that started in 2020 is still not over. It has completed its first 2 waves, and wave 3 is in progress. If we look deeper in wave 3, it has completed its first 2 waves, and wave 3 again is in progress. Wave 3 is 200% of waves 1 to 2, giving us a short-term target of $297.62. After this wave is completed, I expect wave 4 to resume, which is typically 23.6% retracements of wave 3, bringing the price down to $245. After this retracement is completed, I expect wave 5 to resume, which is typically 61.8% of waves 1 to 3, giving us a final price target of $388, which translates into 138% profit in the next 4 to 5 years. Now, let's summarize. As I said earlier, the current stock price for Unity software is an excellent buy point. Nibble any pullbacks and accumulate corrections. And I would recommend to hold it for the next 4 to 5 years, as I expect a price target of $388 in the next 4 to 5 years, which translates into a 138% profit. What do you think of this analysis? Please leave me a comment and let me know. As always, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. Until then, bye-bye.